Hi everyone, Dan back here from the Geek Physique. I'm with my awesome client Kit. He's just finished his first challenge with us, and we're going to go through his time over the challenge, how far he's come, what he learned, and yeah, how are you doing today, Kit?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah.
Good, good. And why don't you just give us an idea, mate, of where were you at before you started this? I know that you'd already lost a bit of weight before this, but where were you at before you started?
Um. Well, when I first started, as you say, I'd lost a bit of weight. I'd been doing calorie counting for about a year.
Okay.
Um. But
How did that go for you?
I lost some weight. But I felt I needed to tone up a bit.
Yes.
Um. I already felt more confident having lost the weight.
Yes.
But I wanted to carry on with that or ride that wave, shall we say?
Yes.
And
Build on it.
I, I signed up to the gym um, just after. I think it was just after New Year or just after Christmas.
Okay.
But what I tended to find was that I was sticking mainly to treadmill and rowing machine.
Yes.
Um, I didn't really know. I was having a go at some of the other machines, but didn't really know what I needed to do in order to um, get the results that I wanted,
For
or to
sure.
even go in the right direction. It was just randomly organized.
Yeah.
There was no structure to it.
Did it help then having a structure? Was that one of the main things that really helped you, do you think?
Yeah, uh, both the structure of knowing, because when I signed up with yourself, you found out what I wanted from um, my plan, um, but you gave me a structure of how to go about achieving that.
Yes.
Whereas beforehand, I had a sort of idea what muscle groups I wanted to work, but I didn't know how many reps I should be doing. To be honest, I didn't know the difference between reps and sets at the time.
Yeah.
Uh, that's another thing that's improved as well. I would say my confidence in the gym since doing this, because it there were videos that you included on and guidance about what to do for each exercise as well as the workout plan. Um, it helped me like build up and gain more confidence.
Amazing. Amazing, man. And just um not obviously you'd lost weight before this, but just give us an idea. How much weight have you lost since, like, what were you roughly when you started your weight loss journey, even before you did this and coming up till now?
What would my weight? Did you say?
Yes, your weight when you first started, doing the calorie counting before even.
Yeah, I can get you the exact number actually from my fitness pal. I saw that a few days ago. If you give me
Yeah,
a
go for
second.
it.
I know that I was a 36-inch waist, and
Wow,
now I'm wearing 32-inch waists.
amazing.
When I started this, I was in a 34-inch waist, so I'd lost 2 inches from my waist last year,
Yes,
and another 2 inches now.
amazing.
Um, Progress. So
And just whilst Kit does that, I just wanted to ask you about that story, Kit, where you we talked about it. It wasn't on your main plan, but you had done some push-ups when we had to swap your plan at one point
yeah.
because of the work that you do. And and I think you were maybe seeing family at the time.
Mm.
And why don't you just tell that story about, like, how it was something? Well, yeah, why don't you tell it? Because I think when you first told me, I thought it was a great story to tell, especially if you were someone that wasn't didn't have that confidence in the gym, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't just at the gym. Even from when I was at school, I was never the best one at PE. and I always struggled to do just one normal press up.
Yes.
I sometimes managed two, but when I was surrounded by the vast majority of a class at school being able to do 30, 40, 50, it got a bit embarrassing. So that knocked my confidence even more. So much so that I was put off attending a gym once I'd left because I thought it was going to be embarrassing again.
Yeah.
So then, after having done this plan for a few weeks, and then being given a plan to do at home as a temporary measure, and push-ups were one of the exercises on that. And when I saw that, I was a bit apprehensive, to
For
say the
sure.
least. I thought, this isn't going to end well. Anyway, it showed how much progress that I must have made, in that I couldn't just do one or two. I was able to do a full set of, I think it was 20 or 25 push-ups. And then by the end of the week, I was doing it with I can't remember the term for it, but where the feet are raised off the
Yeah,
ground
decline
at an
push-ups. Yeah.
angle. Yeah. And which I know is supposed to be harder, and I was managing to do that. I wasn't able to do the same number as I had been,
Yeah,
but
that makes sense.
it felt like I'd come on leaps and bounds, so I knew it was doing good. Yeah.
Amazing. And do you
And
think that
that's because of the other exercises that I must have been doing at the gym to build up that
for
strength.
sure, for sure. And do you think that kind of just like raise your confidence overall a little bit? Because I think one thing that I found from the gym personally, and I know a lot of other guys in our community felt the same, that sometimes you have limiting beliefs about yourself, like you said, that story from your childhood, and sometimes you don't even remember where they came from, and then pushing through something like that, it makes you feel like, well, if I can do this that I never thought I could do, what else can I do,
Oh yeah, definitely. Going into the gym, and I think that's probably why I stuck mainly to treadmills and other cardio equipment. Both, I didn't know what I should be doing, but also going in and seeing people that looked like the Incredible Hulk. And then
Yeah,
there was me with a little barbell, struggling after 15. It felt silly, or I felt silly, or weak. So that put me off. But then, because I've got this plan in place, I knew I had to go through that to get from A to point B. So,
for sure.
and realizing that they must have started somewhere as well. They weren't born that size and able to lift that weight. So it's part of a journey.
For sure, man. I couldn't agree more. Did you manage to find your weight, by the way? I wanted to just come back to that.
Yeah.
You did find it.
So th- March 2020.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. At my highest point,
Yes.
June 2020, I was at 76.2 kilograms.
Wow. Okay. And
So
do you have your most recent weigh in there? I can get it off the app.
yeah, so I did one today.
Yep.
Um, oh, sorry. I think it might be quicker if you find it actually.
Yeah, I've just found it. So it's 59.8 today.
Yeah, and then I think yesterday was it 59.4?
Yeah. So you
So
were
averaging 59.6.
yeah, so you were 76 and then now you're down to 59. So that's like 16
Yeah,
kilos, mate. That
yeah,
is
it's just
that is
over a stone,
amazing.
is it, or something?
Yeah, yeah, just over a stone. But no, sorry, not just over a stone. It's over it'll be 2 stone, I think.
All right, okay. Well,
Because of
yeah,
you've
I'll
got
take that then.
14 let's work it out. Let's work it out,
Okay.
man. Let's work it out. So what we saying? We're about 16 kg and then it's 2.25 pounds to a kg.
Yeah,
So oh wow, and then divide by 14.
I
It's two
stepped
and a
it up
half
more.
stone.
Whoa. Okay, that is a that's more than I thought then. As I say, I stepped it up more, not this Christmas. Well, I did step it up again this Christmas, but the Christmas before, so that would be Christmas 2021.
Hmm.
But before that, yeah, the highest point, 76 kilograms. So
Amazing. And I know we obviously don't do it for this, right? We do it for ourselves first and foremost. But how did people react to you when your appearance started to change? Because obviously you see some people, we spoke about this before, but the
yeah,
people you see day to day don't maybe not notice it because they just see the incremental change. But was there anyone that I think you said maybe you went to an event
yeah,
where
it was
you'd seen
it was a
people?
family wedding.
Yeah.
So there was family and friends as well that I'd not seen for a long time. Some of them I'd not seen for a good couple of years. So probably when I was about 76 kilograms or so. Then there were others that I'd seen on the stag do when I would have been a lot less than that, but that was in October last year, and I got a lot of comments how I looked healthier. I was carrying myself more confidently, um, but also they could see that I'm trying to think of the wording. They said I'd lost more weight around the stomach,
Yes.
um, but it was probably that it was more pulled in or toned around the stomach more than anything. I've lost some fat around the stomach. I can see that, but also, yeah, got that comment as well.
Amazing, amazing, man. That's amazing. And just a brief comment on you touched on it a little bit with the support and side of things, but just would love to get your thoughts on the coaching as a whole. So obviously we focus on food. I know you already knew about calorie counting, so that's cool. But we obviously talk focus on protein as well. We do the training via the app, and then we've got our community for the support and the calls every week. So how did you feel about the coaching, mate?
Uh, Crucial, basically. That's what has really helped me. As I say, I was completely lost before. Just had no idea what to do to achieve it. So the calorie counting, yes, I knew about before, but the fact that at the start we went through what my weight was, what my goal was, so whether to bulk up, lose fat, etc., etc. Looking at the calories, that I had to do to achieve that as well, but also using the same app, MyFitnessPal, to track protein. Yeah, that was useful because it wasn't that big a leap from what I was already doing, calorie counting. Then the
Training.
yeah, the training definitely helpful. The training app with the videos and the personalized workout routine. But also the fact that when I had
I think it was a work
I
thing,
can't
right?
remember exactly what it was,
Or it
but
was a family
there
thing.
was something on where I wouldn't be able to attend the gym
Yes.
for a week. But the fact that you went out of your way to come up with a routine for a week, it was only for a week, but that I could do at home. That was helpful. So I didn't fall out of the mindset. That was helpful as well because in the past, I've tried doing weight loss and muscle building journeys, and I've got so far, and it, I've had, for example, like 2 weeks off, and then I've thought, oh, a third one won't make much difference, and then it just snowballs and snowballs, and before I know it, I've piled the weight back on.
For sure.
So that was helpful. The fact that there are I mean, I don't think you word them this way, but like the Win Wednesdays and
Yeah,
uh,
the
so
checkpoints.
keeping us accountable. it makes you think and it keeps you on track. It's only a little thing, but it keeps you in the mindset.
For sure.
That was helpful. Some weeks it was easier to come up with wins than others. I'll
Of
admit
course.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and some things are only small achievements, but personally, they do feel like big achievements. So that was helpful. And the advice that other people give on that are further on
In the
with
community.
from the journey in the community, that's helpful as well. Um,
Amazing. Amazing, man.
yeah, I
No,
would
no,
say.
no, thank you for that. Thank you for that, man. What I'd love to do now is just go through some of your wins,
Okay.
over the challenge over the first 8 weeks. So what I'm going to do is just share my screen. So just bear with me. Here we go. Share screen. And I think I mean, we've talked about your waist, mate, right?
Hmm.
And obviously you've got some big wins there. But looking at like the numbers in the gym, I mean, just looking at like bench press, you started up with 5, like now you're at 15. Like that's
Yeah.
3 times as much, right? Again, if we scroll down, it's very similar across the board. On the dumbbells, you doubled your weight in 8 weeks. It massive gains on pretty much all of the exercises for your entire body, mate. How are you feeling about that progress? Was it good to see the progression each week going into the gym?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. The not so keen on the progression with the leg exercises because every week I now feel like I need to crawl around the next day. It would be easy to have it would be nice to have a week off, but I'm not going to make the same progress if I give in to it. So yeah, it's nice to see the numbers. The day after it, it's not nice to have done it.
Because of the soreness, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
But no, it's nice to see. Yeah.
for sure, for sure. And the other one was obviously we touched on this already, but I just want to. This is a nice graph showing your waist, the changes in your waist. When you started, you said you're about 34, and now
Yeah.
you're, just over. When you do the measurement, just over 32, and you said you're wearing a 32-inch waist, which is
Well,
amazing, man.
I said 34 and I was wearing a 34, but the way I was wearing 34-inch trousers, they were pinching still. So I was still able to get into a 34, but they were tight. I was just in a 34.
Sure,
Now I'm in a 32 and they're loose.
got you.
So
Wow,
I'm
that's a
having to
big
belt
change,
them. So
right?
I've gone from one end of 34 to the bottom end of
32.
32.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's
So I may
amazing.
have to invest in some 30s soon.
Yeah, I'm sure you will, man. I'm sure you will. And how are you feeling about the wins as a whole? We've talked about this a bit already, but the progress in the gym now. Once you had a good plan, you were already on a good trajectory with your weight loss, but you're at a waist size now.
Hmm.
The belly's definitely tightened in. How are you feeling about all of that, mate?
Uh, Fantastic and a lot more confident in myself.
Amazing, amazing, man, amazing.
So that's another win, really.
For sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
it was about appearance, but it was also about confidence for me as well. Or I didn't realize as much. I didn't realize how how much it was about confidence, but yeah, I feel a lot more confident now.
Amazing. And just to finish up, mate, is there anything else like you'd like to say if anybody's watching this, they're thinking about maybe doing something like this, or you mentioned before we came on that now you're maybe thinking about a career change, right? And it's a bit of a domino effect, right?
Hmm.
Where um or you just want to improve yourself. Do you know what I mean? You improve
Yeah,
your body, improve your confidence, and you think, well, maybe I could push myself more in my career, whatever it is.
yeah. If you're in two minds about whether to sign up or not, go for it. It's been invaluable. So I would definitely recommend it. You're not, I mean, you can eat it if you want, tied to chicken and rice every day. So there is an element of freedom, but also I can't give Danny enough credit to do it justice. Goes out of his way to help you. If at one point I had an injury, or not an injury, I was ill.
Yeah.
So Danny amended the workout to compensate for that. So as a mentor, I can't recommend him highly enough.
Thank you very much, man. And I can't fault you on your hard work, man. You've been stellar, so thank you.
Thank you.